The thing.
Go live now.
Oh yeah, we live right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first live stream of the year. We back. Took a little hiatus, but it's on. We back in. And let me introduce myself first. This is the co-host with the most, your boy T Murray in the building. I'm on here with three of my other guys, man. And we're gonna discuss, what went down up in Capitol Hill in our nation. Give our little take on it, why it happened, and where we going from here. But if this your first time tuning in, this is You Can't Handle the Truth podcast, man. And you can find us on Google, Apple Play, Spotify, on Anchor, YouTube, Facebook, also on my Twitter, man. So without further ado, let me go ahead and pass it on to my other guy, growing up in the same neighborhood with me. He residing in the lower state now, but go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, well, I'm in the metro now. I done left Florence. I'm in Columbia. My name is Roger Henderson. People in Spartanburg and Park Hills call me Pooh Bear, so that's why I put Pooh Bear on the little thing. Right? Just gonna give some different perspective. That's all.
Yeah, your last name wouldn't have to be Williams, would it?
No, man, my last name Henderson.
Henderson.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Sounds crazy.
Sound like somebody old grandpa. Oh,
yeah, I know, right? Oh, like his whole family. Like his whole family.
Yeah.
See that the Hendersons. I'm related to some Hendersons. A lot of Hendersons.
Okay.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, young man. This is down in the lower left of the screen.
All right. Well, I'm Carlos, aka Locino Murray. also from Park Hills. Just ready to get this show started. I'm also part of the crew of You Can't Handle the Truth podcast as well. So let's get going.
Yeah, when you available. But anyway,
whatever, man. Stupid, man.
You available.
See, this is who I gotta take care of, man.
Hey, nephew,
taking all my time.
Move.
I can't get out.
Nah, man. In all seriousness, though, man, we're gonna talk about the recent event that just happened yesterday on Capitol Hill, man. Give everybody a little take on it, man, and what we think was started. Well, we all know what started it, but
hey, man, we introduced.
What
you doing, man?
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
go
ahead. Introduce yourself.
What you want me to say? My name is Tony. C from the place to be.
The place to be.
You gotta tell something about yourself, man.
Man. If they don't know me by now. They never will.
Right.
Okay. All right, dude. You with there. But like I said before, man, we're gonna talk about the events that happened yesterday and what's gonna lead afterwards and where the nation gonna go after that, man. So I just want to give everybody a take, starting with Tony. I want to see what was yeah.
You bring my name.
Oh yeah, we starting with you. We're gonna get your take on what happened yesterday.
Okay. Well, I knew about what was going on, but I didn't know what was happening. Until I started looking and peeping in on Facebook yesterday. And I just seen a swarm of people. I mean, out the blue. At first, people say, "Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. Ain't that many people up there? Not that many people went to the inauguration." Well, it turned out it was a slew of people up there, and they stormed the Capitol building. It takes a few nuts in every crowd to show out, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was definitely uncalled for, and I've seen a lot of people who ran into the Capitol where they actually passed bills and stuff like that. They actually go in there, and they're gonna get those folks because they're using facial recognition ID to get them. So they need to be got because what they did was wrong.
Yeah. Carlos, you want to add anything to that?
Well, man, well, I mean, to me, that's very big of you, Tony, to admit that it was wrong. I'll tell you one thing: I have yet to see or hear of anyone other than the ones who are throwing rocks and trying to hide their hands now, saying that it was wrong.
Yeah.
But man, that was totally uncalled for, man. We all know that it's definitely, for us growing up as being Black Americans, man, and growing up from where we grew up in, man, we all know that there's two Americas, man, and that was put on blast for the world to see that it's two Americas, and knowing if man, if there would have been anybody of color, man, we all knew that it would have been an unsolved massacre, a bloody massacre on live TV
Okay.
yesterday. But knowing that they wasn't black, they were allowed and invited into the Capitol to do that. So
Okay.
all I know is it wasn't no rush or no ambush and none of that stuff, man. It was allowed. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Mr. Roderick Henderson. What was your take on that?
Yeah, I'm like both of them to a certain extent. I'm definitely like Carlos. I mean, like, man, I'm not gonna say that like I'm just a political pundit and nothing, but I've known this was brewing for a long time. I mean, just I can't believe there was no kind of emergency preparedness for this kind of situation. I mean, just the thought. I mean, when you can go back and look at some of the like unedited videos on Twitter and stuff like that, just like, I mean, it was just a siege on the Capitol. So I mean, when you look at it, it's like, man, am I looking at a movie? I mean, am I looking at Olympia has fallen? Because I mean, like, it puts you in that mind, man. Like these boys is really going up there, like, to really, do damage. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like,
Right.
just it was crazy, man. I'm like everybody else. It was totally uncalled for. To me, I'm not big on the finger pointing to a certain extent. I mean, like, it didn't look good for society, period. And it definitely looked good, considering, the disparities of protest and what is a protest, what isn't a protest, who have a right to protest, who the rules of protest right now are up for debate. Okay. Like what I saw yesterday didn't seem like a protest. It seemed like a straight up right. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah. Right.
But at other times I've seen, protests, it seems like it's peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And then, it turned crazy into a riot. So I mean, like right now, I mean, it was just a bad look all the way around.
Did you see? Wait a minute now.
Party.
Did you see the riot?
Tony, let the man.
I mean, I'm not a party priest. I'm not a party person, nothing like that. It's just a bad look, man. Straight up.
Right.
Okay.
Now, hold on.
You said?
Now, before you say anything, Tony, somebody else just joined in. Let him introduce himself. Go ahead, introduce yourself, man. And I want to get your thoughts on it. Then we're gonna open it up to Tony. Yeah, once he speaks to Tony, you can say your piece. All right, go ahead.
It's your favorite podcaster, the Q&A on Slayer.
Go ahead. Nah, man, what was your take yesterday, man?
Say what?
I said, what was your take on yesterday, man?
Take on them attacking the Capitol?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All the Trumpsters, they crazy. Plain and simple, crazy. Crazy.
Okay. Yeah. That's all you got to say?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to catch up with y'all. I was late.
No, we just started. You just literally just came in. Like, we just started, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just started. But yeah, Tony, go ahead now. Know what you was about to say?
Okay. Now, did you see the riots that was going on in New York by Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, I saw them too. I didn't know.
Wait a minute. I'm speaking. Let me speak now. Well, the police officer or the police chief in New York got hit over the head with a 2x4. Did anybody see that? And that was supposed to be a peaceful march. Did anybody see that? Yes or no?
Right. Saw that.
Right. All right.
I saw
Did
it.
you
I
see?
saw
Did
it.
you see the Black Lives Matter movement in Rochester, New York, when people were sitting down eating dinner, and Black Lives Matter group just went through the restaurant, bombarding it, turning over people's table. That's a peaceful protest.
Mm.
And then on
Okay.
top of that, when you go into DC, destroy monuments, that's a federal crime right there. That's a capital punishment when you destroy monuments, and then they set fire to the church and try to destroy the church.
Mm.
So what's the difference
Okay.
between that and what happened yesterday?
I don't
Anybody
agree
want to
either
answer
one of
that?
them.
Huh?
Casey,
I mean,
come on, Casey. I
personally,
can't. I can't.
I don't agree. I don't agree with either one of them. But the problem is, everybody trying to like have rules for protests. I mean, you can't. I mean, the color white is white. Color black is black. I mean, you just can't. You got to be the same, man. I mean, I don't agree with Black Lives Matter, Antifa, none of them tearing up stuff neither. I mean, that's my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Protest ain't got to be all.
Right.
I mean, a protest ain't got to. I mean, you can protest how you want, man. I mean, standpoint of
Right.
whoever you want to get to rally around you, whatever your beliefs are, but I don't believe in going around tearing up nothing, vandalizing nothing. I mean, that ain't really doing that for me. I'm not gonna sympathize with you because you tearing up stuff. I mean, whether it's Black Lives Matter, whether it's Antifa, whether it's Proud Boys, whoever. I mean, I just don't agree with that. I mean, you turn me off because like right now, it's almost like cussing, man. I mean, like I'll tell you the truth, I cuss a whole lot. But when I need to speak with eloquence, have great etiquette, I can do that as well. I can communicate. I can say what I have to say in a way that's professional. They don't come off with an overbearing tone. I can listen. I can bring in information. I can process, and I can let out the information. But when you start tearing up stuff, man, I mean, like, you turn me off. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Right. And my thing too is that I'm with you, Pooh Bear, man. I'm pretty sure everybody else is too. It's like nobody on this podcast is agreeing with Black Lives Matter movement tearing up everything. Nobody said that was okay. But at the same time, we do understand a reason why they're doing it. Is because they're doing it because of the unjust of how Black America is being viewed by white America. That is the reason why. The reason why they went on Capitol Hill is because of a damn vote, and they lost. You can't equate the two. The only thing you can equate the two with is because it's a riot, but you can't equate the two with the purpose of the riot. Y'all, the people that rioted yesterday on Capitol Hill is because they worshiping a man and his stupid ideologies of whatever he's putting in their mind and charging up their batteries to do this dumb stuff. So we can't equate the two with what happened yesterday. You can't do that. I mean, that's stupid.
And also, I want to put my 2 cents in on it. One is viewed as like they thugs. The other one is viewed as patriotism. They
Yeah.
patriotic. They love their country. That's why.
America. Oh, I love my country. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I love
passionate
my
about
country.
it. We're passionate. We're
That's the
passionate
difference.
about our country.
And that's where the line is drawn, in my opinion. You can't
Yeah.
say it's the same thing and then turn around and say, well, one is they're thugs. Then other, well, they love their country. They love the flag. They have a reason. You know what I mean? Like you say, there is no rule. There is no rule to a protest. There is no handbook. Whatever go down, go down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you can't justify it and say, well, they did it. This group did it because they thugs. But this group did it because they love their country. You don't think Black Americans some Black Americans love America? They do too. But yeah, when there's some unjust shit going on and we keep telling you what's going on, you don't want to listen. Okay.
Right.
We're gonna make you listen
telling
some kind of way.
And been telling you.
That's how I feel about it. Anybody else get the floor is open. Now he done muted his mic.
No, I was talking to my wife. See?
Oh, okay. Go ahead,
I was
bro.
talking about still. You talking about still.
Oh, I was
Mute
just
his
doing
mic.
that. that new delicious Mountain Dew flavor, that Major Melon.
Oh my
Who?
God, man.
Man, go ahead, man. Come on
You
now.
crazy, man.
I'll
Major
just say,
Melon.
yeah, it's a new Mountain Dew flavor called Major Melon. It's infused with watermelon. It's so delicious.
Yeah.
But so basically, you know, with these certain events, the
What you
Rochester,
hand?
I slightly remember it, and with the federal statues
How
and
you gonna
stuff,
take your
those
medicine?
are
Got to sit up, mama.
with the Confederate leaders and stuff like that people tore down and stuff. The thing is with the Capitol is a federal building. It's for the people. That's basically what they label it as. It's for the people. It's where they make the laws for the people and stuff. I think that's why a lot of people have such a problem with it. Like Carlos said, you can't equate the same reasons and stuff. They tore those statues down because those were oppressors of people of color. Black people mainly and stuff. And the Capitol building was supposed to be, that sacred ground was, our government comes, our country comes to make laws to further our nation. And it
Yeah.
was violated.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. But Tony, you want to go ahead and jump in on it?
Well, I have to disagree because what you gonna do? You gonna take down everything and rename it what? What you gonna? I mean, a statue is a statue. It's a part of history.
Yep.
Whether it's good or bad, it's history. If you go into France right now, is at nighttime, it's a big cross that illuminates on the hill, and that hill was a pathway between France and Germany in World War I, and it's a big cross. Now, if that was over here in the United States, you'll have other organizations trying to take that cross down because that represents religion. You got to take religion out of this or religion out of that. What does that statue got to do with it? That's a part of history. Either you learn from history or either you don't learn from history and you doom to repeat it.
Well, hell, Hitler was a part of Hitler's history too, and I see the Jews trying to forget it. They don't want to be seen with it
Yeah.
or known about it. Swastikas and stuff like that. That flag is illegal in Germany and
Yeah.
states around there, but that Confederate flag is not illegal around here in the United States.
You have the right to bear whatever flag you want in
Yeah,
the
in
United
America.
States. Huh?
Yeah, in America.
In America, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have the right. This way, you have your amendments and your Bill of Rights. Now, that's one thing, reason why they was up there yesterday, because everybody, if you love this country, the first thing you're gonna see is you have the right to bear arms. You have the right to speak freely. You have the right to protest. But when that protest takes
You
a
have a
left
right. You have
turn,
a right to all that, but there are limits on that too, though.
well, you have the right to peacefully protest.
Yeah,
But
you
when
have the
you
right.
before you
the
cut
right.
me off, that's what I was saying. When
Yeah.
you peacefully protest, and when that protest take a left or take a right, and it's not peaceful anymore, then you have things like you had yesterday, and when you have National Guard come in, that's the type of
Mm-hmm.
things. Now you wouldn't have that in other countries. I'm gonna tell you that now. You won't have that in France. They'll lock it down. You won't have that in
Mm-hmm.
London. They'll lock it down. Definitely won't have that in China because they will kill you. They don't care about you in China. And
Yeah.
everybody should be old enough to remember Tiananmen Square. So
Yeah.
if you don't think the United States is the best country, I suggest that you go to China. You'll really see how it is.
But let me ask you this: Are you condoning what happened yesterday?
No, I'm not condoning what happened yesterday. But anytime when you have a peaceful protest and it goes left to the right, that peaceful protest is no longer peaceful. It's
Mm-hmm.
consequences for every action. That's the laws of physics. For every reaction, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Right.
And that's what happened. And it's a young lady who lost
Right.
her life. A 14-year veteran in the United States Air Force. She lost her life
Right.
because she was a part of that mess.
Yeah.
Now is her blood on Trump's hands?
No.
Why?
Why? Because when you do
Yeah.
stupid stuff, that's like me and you going to a club and you show out, but I get killed for you showing out because we're guilty by association, right? So
Yeah.
that's not on Trump's hands. That's on the hands of the people who acted stupid at the protest. Now you can
Yeah,
protest
I
all
mean,
you
hey
want.
man, yeah, that's an individual thing. I mean, like, hey, the thing is, man, she could have, she got to take up. I mean, that's on her because nobody
Yeah.
went to the Capitol building. She could have remained out there protesting, peacefully the right way. I mean, raising her voice, all other kind of stuff. Hey,
I open the
like
door.
people say, man, hey, you are the result of your actions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was her action.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
can't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
But if somebody is telling you all of this stuff for months and months and months on time, and they tweet out that we're gonna take over, we're gonna take America back on January the 6th, and
Yeah.
you meet up, and within that rally, you say we're gonna walk down Pennsylvania Avenue and we're gonna take over Capitol Hill, and you do it.
What is
Is that
taking over?
not
What is taking over? That's the
that's
definition.
by any means or
No,
however you want
no,
to
no,
take it?
no, no,
But but
no, no,
but
no, no.
in the rally though, I'm hyping you up. I'm giving you all of this negative stuff of what these people are doing to me, and these people are worshiping you, and you say I'm gonna go take over it. Just like you said, that's an individual action. So however the information that you receive it, how you receive it is up to
Okay.
you. So that person took it as I'm going to take over just like everybody else. That's why they started jumping the walls,
Okay.
breaking glass, and that's how that person got shot.
Nah, it
Okay.
wasn't one person, it was a mob.
It was
No, no,
mob.
I'm saying that's how
But
that person got shot.
but
Yeah.
Los. If
Huh?
I tell you to go, let's go up to Tennessee and jump off the bridge up there. Would you do it?
I wouldn't,
Okay.
but no, I wouldn't, but you see those people. You see what he said. I'm gonna march down. We're gonna march down Pennsylvania Avenue, and we're gonna take over Capitol Hill. Now
They took
he
over
said
Capitol
that.
Hill.
Now did they do that? They did it.
They took over
They
Capitol Hill, but they took it too
they,
far.
they took over Capitol Hill. But
They
that's what
took
I'm
it.
saying. That's the example I'm giving you, is saying that hey, that's on Trump because he's the one that incited that crowd.
But if you go to Capitol Hill, you're gonna take over Capitol Hill. Don't mean you have to go in there and storm.
Yeah,
I can
true.
see if he
Bruh.
say, let's go into Capitol Hill,
True.
and
But
Tony,
we're
Tony,
gonna
come on.
wait a
Tony,
minute, wait a
listen.
minute.
Tony, come on, Tony.
Oh
Tony,
man,
man,
come
you
on.
you know
Come on
Trump
now.
was
Come on now.
inciting, man. This,
Come
Huh?
on, Tony.
this is what I
Come
don't
on, man.
understand. This has
Come
been
on, Tony.
4
Come on, man.
years in the making, bro. This ain't nothing that just happened.
Come
People
on.
have sat back and watched Trump say this, do this, do that. And then all of a sudden on January the 6th, it's a damn pot on the oven, boiling, ready to
Man,
go. They ready to
ready
go.
to go.
We here for you, Trump. We here whatever you say, we will do it.
Okay.
We
Yes,
finna march down Pennsylvania Avenue and jump in this shit right now.
That was their
right
intention.
now.
That was
That's
the
what they
intent.
wanted.
And they took it.
He been
They
telling
took
them
Come
it.
for
on,
They
come
months.
did
on,
it.
let's be real, man.
They
He been
did it,
telling them
Tony.
for months
They
that
did
the
it, Tony.
election was stolen. That they stole the election, and they went in there. They went to the
And they
Capitol to
and they
steal
lit.
those
Yep.
boxes that
Yes.
that was placing confirmed Biden as the president elect, the new president. That's what they wanted to do. That blood
That
is on
man.
his hands. Cause
That blood is on his hands.
even afterwards, he still was talking about how the election was stolen from him. I don't
Yes.
understand how he don't have no repercussions for that.
But hold on.
So
Before we
what
say
now?
anything, somebody just joined in. He's another lost member. Haven't heard from him in a
Yo,
while. Go ahead and
yo,
introduce yourself, bro.
yo.
What's up, man?
This is KJ. I'm one of the original members of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? T Murray, don't try to do that. You know what I mean? Don't try to do that.
Damn, that
Don't
about
try
to
to
be an
do that.
intern. I be fit
But
about to
yeah.
gonna get donuts in a minute. But
Man, you need to get out of that bed, man. Looking like Cat Williams.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, Tim Scott. I get up out of here, man. I get out of bed.
Tim Scott.
Ain't got no upper lip.
hey, but
Oh,
hold on, man. I want to get KJ take on. I'm catching up to speed with it. You know what I'm saying? Get your take on what happened yesterday, man, and whatever you got to say, let it out.
oh, man. I mean, everybody saw this coming. If you didn't see this coming, then you know what I'm saying? You haven't been paying attention.
Blind.
But
You blind.
yeah,
You blind.
everybody saw this coming, man. And Trump did what he wanted to do. He riled up his base. He got everybody together. Had that speech right before the electoral college count, and riled them up and sent them on to do what they were supposed to do. And they did exactly what he wanted them to do. But at the end of the day, after all said and done, that video he put out tonight, throwing everybody that went inside of it under the bus. So that goes to show.
Right.
Trump
Right.
is loyal to Trump.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say.
That's how he do.
Oh yeah.
Anything to get that dirt off his hands. I had nothing to do with this.
Right.
Come
That's
on.
his MO. That's what he do. Been doing it.
Okay. So you sent that. So who sent the Antifa guy to the congressman's house and threatened his wife and his new boy baby?
Dude,
Yeah.
Who
Did y'all
did
not
that?
hear about that?
No, did not.
Antifa
I
marched in
did,
front of that. Yeah. Huh?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm just enjoying the dialogue. See, to me, it's like the reason a lot of this stuff happens is like every time the left side do something, the right side point the hand. Y'all did this, or who did this, who did that. It's just continuous nagging, man. I mean, like sometimes I wonder myself, man. Do we really want? Like, we don't really want to be united. It sounds good in name, but it sounds good in action. Right. I mean, because I was looking at stuff going on in Portland. I was looking at stuff going on yesterday. I'm looking at the whole dialogue of all this stuff. 22 years old. I mean, I've seen friends I grew up with of different cultures. You know what I'm saying? I've seen we was real close, and I've seen we drift off and we come back. But I guess my thing is, all I keep hearing from everybody is this group did that. In response, this group did this. You know what I'm saying? It's like nitpicking arguing, man. I mean, when you sit down and say, you know what, whatever the past is the past. From this point on, we gotta make amends and move forward. I mean, we tell kids adults. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be adult. But at the same time, when it's time for some of the adults who lead in this country to be adults, we acting like kids. We acting like belligerent children. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there is no compromise. So on and so forth. We got a history of, if nothing else. I mean, it was going on before us. We weren't participating in the compromise. We damn sure was in the compromise. Whether we was considered a human or 3/5 of a human or whatever. I mean, but my thing is, it's like people have these narratives on both sides of the spectrum. That's why I don't identify with neither party. I mean, I just vote for what I feel my best interest at hand. And that's period. I don't really associate myself being a Democrat. I don't associate myself with being a Republican. I associate myself being Roger. I'm an individual voter. I'm not an independent either. I'm a party of my damn self. Okay. But, that's the way I see stuff. But every time dialogue come up, you change to CNN, you change to Fox News, you go to NBC or whatever. It's consistent bickering. It's not. It's like wrong is wrong, right is right. Period. I don't care what side of the aisle you sit on. But I mean, every time you say the same thing. Well, we did this, and who told so and so Black Lives Matter did this, and this. Like I said, we just a country divided right now, and we not looking to be united. it sound good, but ain't nobody. I mean, ain't nobody looking for that. Period.
Nah, nobody wants to be the bigger person and say, you know what, hey man, let's chill out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and do this and get it rolling. Let's unite. But I don't see it happening because nobody will, like you say, nobody wants to take that leap forward. Like you say, everybody say, man, this country need to be united. But in order for it to happen, just like Gucci and Jesus, somebody got to extend the olive branch. Somebody got to put it out there.
It ain't no leap forward.
Who's willing to do it?
It ain't no leap forward. It's called leverage.
Yeah, well, the way you know what I'm
saying. It ain't even black and white. It's not even Democrat Republican, because Democrat Republican, they both wings on the same bird. It's all about power.
Yeah,
power.
Yeah, and a lot of them are friends anyway.
Yeah,
a lot of them are like cool friends.
It's about the elite.
But,
don't know.
Yeah.
Certain people, they want they're afraid of a socialist economy, a socialist America. And the other group, they want a capitalist America because the power wants to stay in power.
Yeah.
And
even with Lindsey Graham, man, like Lindsey Graham, said all he said about Trump. I was looking at the little press conference today. They was talking junk about him. Oh, you a traitor. Nobody liked you in South Carolina, but hell, they was just praising him just last week.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden he's a traitor.
Overwhelmingly voted for him.
Yeah,
overwhelmingly voted for him.
South Carolina came out in droves to get Lindsey Graham back in. Now he's. I've been reading the post on WSPA.
Yeah.
You're
WSPA 7.
You are done. That's it.
Get you are done. Nobody's voting for you again. Nobody's gonna. You can forget that. All that, man. All them. Yeah. Oh, Lady G.
Lady G.
Hey, Lady G said enough is enough.
Yeah, enough is enough. Lady G.
Yeah. Hey, but do you think those people stood up and said that last night because their life was on the line? I mean, they was in fear because they had 4 years to make these same statements.
Of course. They did not come out and say all of that until them people came in, tried to break down the chambers, and they didn't care who was in there. And they was coming for whoever was in there. Would
you stay on the burning sinking ship yourself?
You said what?
Say it again.
Would you sit on the burning sinking ship yourself? You gonna jump ship, right?
They've been sitting on it for the last 4 years.
They've been sitting for 4 years. They knew this was happening.
But yesterday it was like basically shit really hit the fan.
It did.
Okay, this one went a little bit too far. So, they jumping ship. Everybody resigning and doing this and that and stuff.
Charlottesville went too far. That was too far.
Not to them.
You know what I'm saying? When he didn't denounce that. Yeah. Charlottesville.
That was my whole point. That was my whole point.
You know what I'm saying? It's been going on.
The line, like they was in the line of fire.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't like they was coming in there. Well, we just coming to get the Democrats, or we just coming to get Republicans. No, we come to get all y'all asses.
Yeah, every last one of them.
Black, I don't care. Coming in there, we come to get whoever in there.
What's the senator's name? I can't remember his first name. Be a young dude. His name, I think his last name is Hawley, Hawley. I can't remember his name. But anyway.
Oh, the one threw his fist up?
Hawley. Huh?
The one that had his fist up, raised up in the
thing? Right before all of that, he up there, I wouldn't say inciting the crowd, but he was up there fist pumping and stuff to the people that was out there protesting right before it happened. But then when they broke down that chamber and they came back to reconvene on them votes, his ass had a different tune then. Because his life, he felt his life was on the line.
Yeah.
That's what he changed. That's what he changed his tune.
I only know someone felt their life was on the line, man. I don't think like they breathing in and out life. Maybe their political life was on the line. They trying to salvage, whatever.
If they
Well
would
being.
have got, if they would got in this
that,
chamber, bro.
I mean, you name another job where you spend millions upon millions of dollars to make thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, them boys trying to make sure, hey, they trying to get on the right side of, some people trying to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? They know in 2 years they ain't gonna be on the ballot. You know what I'm saying? They don't know if they're gonna get their party. They don't know if they don't even know if they're gonna run against who they're gonna run against in their party. They may be challenging their party now, much less, whoever else on the ticket. So I mean, what life they trying to save? I'm not sure everybody was trying to save their human physical life, or more so their political life. Because a lot of I mean, call it what you want to call it, man. A lot of folks can change their mind. I mean, and they have a right to it. I mean, if you feel like you genuine in your heart, hey, you know what? Hey, this is going too far. I kind of see where things coming from. I'm gonna look at stuff different. Fine. That's called growth. You know what I'm saying? But that's to be determined on them. Actions speak louder than words. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you on that though. They playing the game. You know what I'm saying? They lining.
Like we lost brother Terrence. Man.
Yeah, look like he done froze a little bit and lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So
We was like,
I don't know, man.
Do y'all know how much Mitch McConnell makes a year?
No, I really don't care though.
But you should.
I know he wanted.
You should.
I know he wanted the rich. I know he wanted
You
the richest
should,
senators. He wanted the richest senators up there in D.C.
Yeah.
I do know that.
Man.
But he works for who? Does he work for? Does he work for China, or does he work for the United States of America?
I don't know.
He works for all the lobbyists.
Yeah. I do know. I do know he one of the richest senators in America, but he also oversees one of the poorest states in the United States.
Yeah,
which doesn't add up. Which is Kentucky.
What about Nancy
And I don't
Pelosi?
know. I don't know about Nancy.
She's one of the richest too.
She's one of the richest as well.
Yep.
See, all this thing is nothing but a big political game up there. It's your turn to run for president. It's your turn to run for this. It's your turn. We're gonna pass it off. While we, the American people, get screwed over. But see, I have yet to hear y'all talk about that. That's part of the problem. That's a lot of reason why a lot of people went up there yesterday, because they tired of it. NAFTA was the terriblest bill that Bill Clinton could ever think of, that sent millions and thousands upon thousands of millions of jobs overseas, while other Americans get screwed. But nobody ain't talking about that.
Yeah, I said they all birds of the same family.
Yeah, and it was time for a change.
True.
It's
I
time
mean,
for
they all in the same cahoots. I mean, to a certain extent, they all in the same cahoots, man. They all in the same crowd.
But see, y'all ain't talking about that. Y'all talking about, well, that was just a black eye stain on America.
Man, but that's what happened yesterday, though. We ain't got to that point yet. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we gonna get to that. But we talking about all of that. But I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, they need to be talked about too. Like I say, I don't care for like Republican, Democrat. I don't really, whatever, man. But it's always something to gain. But all of them playing the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're moving up to the next level. You moving up to the next level.
And that's the reason why, in some regards, that's why Trump made it in, because people are tired. People tired of what? People tired of the same old crap. Like Hillary Clinton, it's your turn to run for president. Mitch McCarthy, we want you to run for a Senate seat or this.
Yeah.
And it is yet to turn from where, the politicians supposed to look out for us because they work for us. We don't work for them. They lost that way. And a lot of people don't turn for that, man. We need term limits.
Yeah.
But but for me, how is it okay for a certain group of people to be fed up with that, but when we fed up with how black people are treated, we can't do the same thing? But shouldn't we tired? Shouldn't we be tired of that too?
Yeah, we should
And
be
shouldn't
tired.
we?
We should be
Oh,
tired.
okay.
But you
So
don't
it
prove a
so
point by going to the store and going to the store and jacking up the store owner, taking what you want off the rack. What about going in there and just taking over everything in the store and just mobbing it and just leave rubble?
yeah,
That leaves a black eye on us.
right. That's true.
Yeah, do.
And and
I don't
and
agree
and
with
that,
none of that.
and that is true.
I
We
don't
don't
agree with
agree
none
with
of that.
that. We don't agree
I
with
don't
that.
agree with none of that. But we
Yeah,
talking about the whole premises of it. It's
The
like
whole
yeah.
it's okay for them to storm Capitol Hill because they were pissed
They tired
because
of
of the vote.
America.
I know.
But it's
Yeah,
not okay for Black Americans to get out there in the street and voice their
Well,
opinion. It's not okay
yeah,
for us to do that. We supposed to just shut up and dribble, shut up and score a
yeah.
touchdown. Don't say
We
nothing.
can't. Yeah, we can't
We
talk
can't
about
talk
that.
about that.
We
You know
ain't
what I'm
You
held to
can't
saying?
the
mix.
same
You
standard.
can't mix sports. You can't mix sports with politics. You can't do that.
no,
But
nobody
the
say that. Nobody say
oh
that. But
yes they are.
who? If y'all we talked
Oh,
about that
so,
yet?
no, we ain't talking about us. We talking about just people in general. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
any black person. Okay, just like yesterday, like I just said yesterday, all those people that went up that Capitol Hill, they were
Yeah.
viewed as patriots. No matter what they did, they were still viewed in some people's eyes as patriots. They did it for the country.
Okay.
But when the Black Lives Matter went out there, stuff got tore up too. It was thuggery. They're like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? What's the reason behind this? But you keep telling you what the reason. Why you had to keep explaining what the reason is? But when the others do it, they don't have to explain shit because
right.
I love my country, and that's it. And then that's the end of it. Nothing else to say. All they
Okay,
gotta do
Tank.
is say, "I
Oh,
love my country."
okay, Tank. If something happened to you, what's gonna happen if say like if you was in the wrong side of town and you got shot? What's gonna happen? You
What's
think
gonna
people
happen?
gonna go out? You think people gonna go out and protest because you got shot in the wrong neighborhood? I'm just
Maybe
giving an
so.
example.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel.
just,
I see where you going. I see where you going.
but see,
Yeah,
two wrongs don't make it right.
No,
right.
ain't nobody
And
saying you all don't make it
it,
right.
but see, man, that's what I'm saying to you. When we go out there, we tear shit up. We just tear shit up. We really do. I'm just gonna put it blank, forward blank. We tear shit up. Just like when they had that Black Lives Matter march in New York, they boarding up the building, and the lady standing outside. Man, it was about 4 or 5 brothers jumped on that lady. Man, I
Yeah,
felt sorry for her.
But I don't think nobody said that. I don't think I heard nobody say, they approve of that. I mean,
No,
No,
I'm
we
not.
don't
I'm not
condone
saying
it.
no. Nobody ain't saying that. I'm saying what I'm trying to convey is two wrongs don't make a right. When we protest, we don't protest like we supposed to protest all the time.
That's the
We
problem
tear stuff up.
with
We
what you
tear
said
stuff
there.
up.
Like you said, okay, you said two wrongs don't make it right. We don't protest like we supposed to. What's the rules of protest?
What's the rule of protest? Peaceful protest.
They,
But
but
there is
that
no
makes no
rule
sense
though.
because
It
yesterday
ain't
they
no rule.
That's
literally
stuff getting that.
they
Oh,
there
you
is
I
you
mean,
no
got rules. You
rule.
got
okay,
rules.
okay,
You got
okay.
rules.
Answer this question for me. If we go back to the '60s, was that not peaceful protest?
Yeah,
And
that was
still
peaceful
got their
protest.
head bust.
And
And
they
Yeah,
still
still
got their
got
head
their
put
head
in,
bust.
right?
yeah,
Still got your head bust.
yeah.
Okay, so
So
like we can
go
we,
ahead,
we
bro.
can look at the Edmund Pettus Bridge, right? They's like we was gonna cross this bridge on this Sunday, right? Peacefully. We was gonna walk across this bridge on this Sunday. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like that turned into something that wasn't peaceful. I mean, walking, right?
Right. I got you.
I'm just saying. I mean, like, so my thing is, like everybody want to put down, like, what's the rules of protest? You know what I'm saying?
What's the
Like,
rule?
like I can't. You in your house right now. You wash dishes. I can't tell you how to wash dishes. That's your house.
Yeah.
You got your own routine. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you when to eat dinner. Like my house, we eat dinner 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock you go to bed hungry. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there are rules, but I can't tell you how to. I can't tell you how to do something. My biggest problem with the whole situation is I don't have a problem with anybody who protests. Like I said, when they turn, like as you said, when they turn violent, hey, they turn violent. You start tearing up stuff. It ain't a protest.
It
It's
ain't
not
no
a
protest
protest.
no more. Yeah, it's not a
No.
protest
Yeah.
no more. Right,
It's
right.
turned into something else.
Yeah.
I'm not
Whatever that
condone.
is.
I'm not gonna sit there and condone what Black Lives Matter did no more than I'm condone what this other stuff is. You know, I'm just saying, you know, and at that point it's no longer a protest. That's mob
So
like action.
mob like action. Okay. Same thing happened yesterday. Mob like action.
Yeah.
Okay. Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Right.
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 And we don't condone it.
You
True.
don't.
No, I don't condone it.
Nah,
That's
I'm not. I
wrong.
don't condone that at all. I'm not
Yeah.
condoning anything being tore up. None of that. You know what I mean? But
But you
man,
had, but you had people like Kamala Harris, Maxine Waters, and other people in Congress and Senate saying keep the protests going. Show them. But see, they ready to provoke people to go out there and get killed. But nobody ain't saying nothing about that part. They want to hold a memorial.
I seriously doubt that they're telling people to go out there
Man,
and
Maxine,
violently protest.
look here. When you have people in a restaurant being accosted, I tell you what, that was
Yeah.
me in a restaurant. I would act the fool because I done paid a lot of
Yeah.
money for the steak on my plate, and you ain't gonna mess up my dinner.
Yeah. Right.
but
But
Right.
yeah,
Tony,
Maxine Waters, and all of them on record, on tape. Just go when you get off here, go to YouTube and watch it.
But
they not telling people to march in the
they're not telling
restaurants and
people
tear stuff
to do
up.
that. They're
Wherever
not
they
telling
go,
people that.
They
wherever
not
they
doing
go,
that.
keep up the protest. Wherever you got to do, make your voice
They
be
just
known. That's Mark
they just
Maxine
saying
Waters'
keep up the
word.
protest. They ain't saying march down Capitol Hill and take it over.
Yeah, they didn't say that. What's the difference with that? So down here in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
when those riots went down here in Atlanta, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms came out that night, that night,
You
said
mean
denounced all of that,
you mean after that
denounced
little girl
all of.
got shot?
No, she said that night before the girl got shot, before that little girl got shot. She said that when it happened, she put a press conference up. I watched it. She put a press conference up and said, this is Atlanta. We do not, her and Killer Mike, we do
Yeah.
not riot in Atlanta. Don't break stuff down here in Atlanta. Denounced that. That night said, do not break stuff. She didn't say we love you, go home in an orderly fashion or whatever that stuff Trump said that night. She didn't say that. She said we denounce this. We are not with this rioting stuff. That night.
Okay. Okay.
That's the difference. That's the difference of a leader stopping something or it inciting a crowd,
Okay.
inciting violence.
All right.
Hey man,
Huh?
y'all,
All right.
you
That's the
crazy.
difference.
So what now?
So you just don't like Kamala Harris, do you? I mean,
Who me?
Man, at all he
yeah,
don't. He
you
don't.
just don't
He
like
know he
her.
don't. He know he don't.
No, it's man. She is a two-faced snake.
Two-faced snake.
Yeah.
Jamal, you been quiet over there, man. What's
Because
going
I
on
was
with you,
trying
bro?
to remember the Rochester stuff.
Huh?
That's when
Shot,
that black guy got killed when they put that bag on his head, right?
you said who?
That's when they had that protest up there in Rochester when that black guy got killed by the cops and they put that bag over his head and he died.
Mm,
You
That
don't
was
need
I
fucked
that.
don't
You
up.
don't
know.
need a cup.
I don't know. Like I
Need a
said,
pot.
hey,
okay,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I said he had like mental issues, and
Yeah,
they put the bag over his head.
yeah.
Okay,
I couldn't remember. I like, man, what happened to Rochester? I just couldn't remember because it's so much and stuff, and I couldn't remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well,
So
Yeah.
but yeah, like I said, two wrongs don't make a right. Democrat, Republic, they the same. They the wings on the same bird, all on the same. It's all about
Hmm.
power. And he keep everybody, keep looking back World Black Lives Matter did this, and Antifa did that, and the same thing they did yesterday. It's all the same.
Yeah, it really is,
It,
man.
it ain't no different. It's all about power, man. But they hold African Americans to a different standard. You know, it's a double standard. So, like I said, we have protesters and stuff because of innocent. Well, not even innocent. I'm just saying African American people being killed by police, and they're not held accountable. So they get
Yeah.
out protesters and that. But those people yesterday stormed the Capitol because one guy said, "Well, I really won," so they stole the election
Yeah.
on no basis. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't want to get that power. The people voted against him. They didn't
Yeah.
vote for him. They voted against him. Biden didn't win because he was just charismatic, just wonderful, outright guy. They voted against Trump. That's why
Yeah.
Biden won. But Trump, he
Yeah.
thinks, I did this, and I did that. I'm supposed to win. Like he that white entitlement. I'm supposed to win. So if I didn't win,
Yeah.
that means you stole it. And that's the whole reason why they went up there on Capitol Hill, steal them boxes and votes, so they tried to do a coup. And it failed. Because they really spineless, they really heartless. You had them couple people that sucked enough air in their chest that should go in there and do certain things. And like you said, like that woman, she played a stupid game, she won a stupid prize.
Yep.
Jumping in
The
that
ultimate
window.
stupid prize.
Because whoever was behind that barricaded door, when she tried to jump through that window, he shot that ass. Because that person was pretty important. For him just fired a gun like that.
Yeah.
Play stupid game.
He said it. He said it. He said, stop. Do not come through this window. Gave her multiple warnings. She came on through that window anyway.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but like I said, but that we have to a different standing. It's a horrible double standard because we protesting because unarmed black people getting killed and stuff. But they like, well, he said you stole this election, so that's treasonous and against the country, and we're not gonna take it.
Yeah. Yeah. But what's even crazier? Yeah, go ahead. But what I was about to say, my bad, Stan, I mean cut you off. But what's even crazier, he said it before the election even went down. He said if I lose, the election was rigged.
Yeah,
he said it was. He said that. And they believed it.
Yeah, he was setting the stage then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said if I lose, the election was rigged. That's what he said.
He thought he was just gonna win hands down. Just because he is who he is. That's entitlement.
Yeah, man.
Entitlement. Yeah, man.
So let me ask y'all about how y'all feel about what went down in Georgia with the runoff, with the Senate going blue.
Man,
that was bound to happen, man. I mean, when you look at Georgia, I mean, like Georgia, when you really, really drive through Georgia, ain't nothing. You remove Atlanta from Georgia, they in bad shape, boy. I mean, like, hey.
I tell people that I mean cut you off. If Georgia didn't have Atlanta, Georgia would be South Carolina. Seriously, it would be South Carolina. It really would.
Pretty much.
Like once again, these people wasn't voting because they love Democrats. They voting because of what the red has done. They're not voting for Warnock or Ossoff or whatever his name is.
Ossoff, yeah.
Ossoff, so they're not voting for them. They voting against Republicans. And basically, they had their chance, and basically they blew it with this pandemic. How they handling all this stuff. Like you said, people get fed up. People just got fed up. They want to see something different.
Yeah.
Different changes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey man, hey Tom, hey man, I'm at mute your mic, man. You got running water in here, man.
Yeah, you're gonna hear a little bit of running water.
Pussy
No,
cooking
bro.
grits.
Nah, it's called cleaning
Hey,
house. Some people need to
Oh, I
learn
thought
how
you
to do
cooking
that.
grits. I thought you were cooking
Nah, I don't
grits.
cook no grits.
you over there
No,
cooking oatmeal.
nah, I ain't cooking. No, that was this morning.
Oh, okay. All right, man. So okay, so what's your take on the runoff that happened in Georgia, Tony?
I don't know. I ain't really paid attention to that. Really.
You ain't pay attention to it.
No.
Okay.
I mean, like Georgia is really a unique situation because Atlanta is more than half of the population of the state to a certain degree. I mean,
Yeah.
it holds so much. That area holds. There's a concentrated area. I think that's one of the huge differences in South Carolina. We don't have a major metropolitan area. I mean, like if you really look at the voting in South Carolina, I would say Charleston, Columbia, those have generally been blue areas. But there if you really go back and look at like voting in South Carolina, like that red block in South Carolina, like from all the way over to York County, that's a serious block because that's a serious group of people. Then you combine that with the Myrtle Beach, that Horry County area being pretty red. It's hard to there's not enough blue votes, you know what I'm saying? But then you look in like a area like Atlanta, that's more than that state's population, man. That's a concentration of that state's population. So it ain't gonna take a lot. I mean, there are counties in Georgia, man. It's like might be like 7,000 people or something. You know what I'm saying? That's a neighborhood in some areas of some areas of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that
Yeah.
whole county is red. Everybody in that county can vote red. And that can't even like take over like, certain areas of, Decatur, you know what I'm saying? Just period. So I mean that's a unique situation. I mean, if nothing else, you can actually see a little bit of that in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like, with them having, some more metropolitan areas where, it's all, I'm not gonna say it's balanced, but there's enough to sway the vote one way or the other. And like I said, just like they went blue, they'll go red again, or it just so it can be done with anything else.
Yeah. 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 Though with us growing up in the South and like just having South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia just being red all our life, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of crazy. Like, damn, they went blue, but like, just like Steele was saying, they just fed up. They just fed up. Wanted to change, man. That happens from election to election, time to time. Some people
Oh,
don't even care for Biden. They just like, I just want Trump out of there. You know what I'm saying?
pretty much.
I just want him out of there. Same thing, with Bush. When Obama came up, he was just sick of Bush. Like, get him out of there. I mean, that just happens period time to time.
Because Bush was terrible. He was just terrible. And they just wanted something different. But what I want to know is like, since now we got the minority lead in the Senate and got the House and a Democrat president and stuff. What does that lead to? What do we?
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing it can lead to. We this year is actually last year was a census year, so they will be they'll be looking at your population, doing your census, all that kind of stuff. If you recall, when Clinton won 96, 2000, when the Republicans got the House and they had control of Congress again, they redrew district lines. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and look at some old district lines, they redrew district lines. So at this point, if nothing else, we can redraw district lines. That's why. And the district lines are so funny, man. You go to a school like North Carolina A&T, and like you realize that campus is in two different districts. You know what I'm saying? As far as the voting stuff like that. So I mean, like to me, the president is a figurehead. You know what I'm saying? The real power is in the Congress, and it's in the Supreme Court. The president just a figurehead, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, what they can do, like I said, because you just coming off a census year, so all that data is going to be up. Where's this new concentration at? I mean, like right now, you know, the way Atlanta voted. You don't think you don't think Georgia can redo some of those lines in some of these areas where they lost? I mean, like I just look at stuff like that. I mean, like it's a learning experience. So. But I mean, that's one of the things about this whole, you know, Senate race, you know, Senate and Congress race. So,
Not true. The president is much more than a figurehead, because the president can declare war, but he has to get permission from Congress to declare it. Right? So he has the power to really do anything he or she wants. It's a little bit more than a figurehead.
But that was his whole point, though. He just can't just say I'm going to war. It has to be done through Congress, right? And that's what you just said.
So what now?
I said Pooh Bear was saying he's just a figurehead, and you said that he can declare war, but it has to be through Congress, right?
Right. He can still send in the Marines. They're always the first ones to go.
Yeah.
The Marines.
Yeah, man. So, man, I think this time to wind on down, man. Anybody got an important shot? Because I got to get ready for work in the morning. I just want to get on here and talk. I got to get ready to work in the morning, man. I always know I was pretty good. You know, we got in what we need to get in. You know, everybody got their point across.
Yeah.
So anybody got an important shot?
You might not be going to work tomorrow.
Nah, I'm going. It ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, they already put out an advisory.
Yeah, but that's up there. That's up there, like little state.
It's a whole lot.
It's for here.
It get colder. It's gonna get slick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get slick though.
Because it was already sleeting when I came in.
Yeah. So y'all got any parting shots though? Anything you know y'all want to?
Do we have any predictions for the inauguration?
For inauguration? I expect to see heavy artillery out there, and man, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go, man.
It's gonna be in the social distancing.
Who?
Is it gonna be in the social distancing?
No.
They're gonna lock it down.
I saw that. I mean, they put up a 7-foot fence right now.
They put up 7-foot fence right now. They got to. They got to, man. Because if they don't, the same thing gonna happen again. The day we just witnessed yesterday. They gonna try to stop the inauguration. They gonna try to stop it.
No, they ain't about stopping it. It's about, man, look here. When he get in office, he already said he's gonna lock down the nation.
No, he just talking about like if it's the same thing going to happen like what happened yesterday. Are we gonna see something similar to that?
Nah, you ain't gonna see nothing.
Yeah, I hope
nothing like that.
Shit, I hope it ain't, man. You got anything you want to say still?
I ain't hoping ain't, but you know, we didn't expect yesterday, so anything is possible.
Yeah.
I mean, you just expect the best for you. You hope for the best for your country. I like I said, I ain't the oldest person, but I can remember sitting around, just that scene right there yesterday. Just the scenes of things we've seen probably since 2000. You would never have thought would have happened in America. I'm gonna leave it to you like that. I mean, we've looked at stuff. We've seen guerrilla warfare. We've seen terrorism in other countries. We always felt like America is immune to that. We've seen political upheaval in other countries. We always felt like America is immune to that. If nothing else is showing that America got their own set of problems. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of the world. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we got some internal strife that we need to handle first. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got some internal strife we need to handle. That's the bottom line. I don't care what you sit at on the issue, but the bottom line is everybody can see we got some internal strife in America that that you couldn't have said, me anyway. And like I said, I'm just say 1996 when I was in high school, I couldn't have foresaw any of this coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, even back then when you saw them trying to like the first time they did the thing with the World Trade Center or whatever. You just didn't see things like this. I said I remember just some of those other those earlier what you can call it acts of terrorism in other countries. You just didn't see that. I remember looking at stuff like, hey man, the parliament in this Asian country, these boys up there straight up fighting, on the table, going, just crazy type fighting. You know what I'm saying? We've always seen Americans like, in a sense of that's beneath us. And you come to find out, man, we ain't as, dignified as we like to portray ourselves sometimes.
Nah, we in the same boat they in. Cause like you said, we used to sit back and laugh at that stuff. Like, man, they crazy over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not a world sit back looking at us like, what in the hell is going on over there?
Right.
Like, so I see what you're saying, man. I honestly see what you're saying, man. Tony, you got anything you want to say, man?
Yeah, 2021 gonna embrace the suck.
Embrace the suck. Oh man.
Yeah. Embrace the suck, because it's gonna be.
You ain't got no hope for 2021.
Huh?
So you ain't got no hope for 2021.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, man. It's always gonna get bad before it gets better. It's always gonna get worse before it gets better.
Look, you got anything you want to say, man? Parting shots, because I'm about to shut this thing down in a minute, bro.
Nah, man, I'm good. I don't know. Everybody be safe out there. That's all I'll say.
Okay. But yeah, before we leave though, Saturday and Sunday, man, you doing the NFL preview wild card games. If y'all want to jump in, you're more than welcome to jump in and preview these games, man. I'd rather tackle it by myself.
Yeah. I'll jump in with you, especially start talking about the Packers. I got a lot of questions about them.
Hold on. What you were saying, Steve?
Get Evan Petty on here. I want his face.
Evan Petty scared to come on here. Evan Petty, you have been called out. You and your Packers, you have been called out. You scared to come on here, man. You don't want to do it.
Let's shock the world, Carlos.
Let's shock the world. Let's do it, Steve. Let's do it.
I did not know you was a Redskin fan, man.
Yeah, man.
I just figured every team cares like you like. Hey, because Terrence was a hard Falcon fan back in the day, boy. I'm telling you. Hey.
Yeah, that's Terrence with the only Falcon fan I ever knew in my life, other than Atlanta people.
I'm talking about Terrence with Dion, Andre Rison, and all them boys. Hey.
I was high stepping from the 50 back in the day.
Yeah.
Them boys too young to remember that. Yeah, but man, I enjoyed the conversation with y'all, man. I want to get on everybody take about it, man. We gonna do it again, though, man.
Okay.
We gonna get on here again. But like I say, Saturday and Sunday, people doing the preview probably will jump on here about 12 noon. Saturday, Saturday, Sunday.
Game started at 1. I definitely catch you on Sunday. I ain't gonna catch you on Saturday. Boy got a basketball game on Saturday. I got to go out there and yell and tell them what you're doing.
Same thing, Poop. Same thing, man. I got a game.
Well, you ain't doing this right,
man. 10 o'clock, man. 10 o'clock.
And we got one at 12 and one at 2. So my youngest son is a goon. I ain't gonna sit here and tell no lie. He wanna Carlos, Terrence. He won what's my man's name? He used to be at Temple. John Chaney. He want a John Chaney boy. He a goon. Hey, he get his 5 fouls in. You hear me? Hey.
Word. Man.
All right, that's cool talking.
All right.
Y'all later, man.
All right, Still what you gonna do, Still what you gonna do, bro? You jumping in, Saturday?
I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I got to go and call and find my Peyton jersey. It's somewhere back there. So, I'm with it.
Yeah, Saturday, like I say, people out there Saturday, we finna crank back up. I took a little hiatus, working a lot of overtime. I ain't really do like the NFL stuff up. But it's 2021, that's in the past. We finna kick off this year. Join us like
How wonderful that a triple header.
Yeah,
I
triple
know,
header.
man.
It's something the NFL has never done before. This is
all
something
day.
new. All day football.
From like 1 to 11.
Hey, ladies, I'm sorry. Your man will not be with you this weekend unless it's your
Man.
birthday.
1 to 11:30. All day.
Yeah, one all day football.
All
Hey,
day.
I'm gonna be like Al Bundy with remote in one hand and my hand, and my hand in
your
the
pants,
pants.
and your crotch the other hand.
Ew.
Hey,
You stupid.
Ew.
going
The
down
Al
saying,
Bundy.
hey, I want to get your early prediction though. Don't give it away. What y'all gonna do Saturday though?
Who you talking to?
Talking to you. Oh, well, both of y'all bums. I got both of y'all bum teams playing.
Man.
Let me check the weather first. I don't even know what the weather's gonna be in Buffalo like.
Yeah.
I thought they couldn't play in Buffalo. They playing.
Nah, they bringing fans in too, bro.
They playing in Buffalo. I thought they weren't playing in the stadium no more.
Nah, they playing in Buffalo.
Nah, yeah, they playing in Buffalo.
Sure?
They been playing in Buffalo.
Oh, they been playing in Buffalo all year.
No.
Yeah, they just couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just can't let no fans in. They letting fans in on Saturday though.
Yeah, they been playing in Buffalo.
Y'all might get y'all head bust.
Yeah.
But anyway, man. To the fans out there, thank y'all for joining, man. Like I say, man, check us out. You want to listen to previous episodes? Go to Google, Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Overcast, Breaker. You know what I'm saying? You want to check out some old live stream, go to the You Can't Handle the Truth Facebook group, or you can go to my Twitter page, or you go to YouTube and check them out, man. I say 2021, we're going to start with a whole new slate. We're finna take off this year, man. If people can become available. So,
man, I'm gone, man. I'm out.
Hey,
all right, man.
Saturday morning, man. Be ready.
I am.
Yeah. All right, man. We'll holler at y'all. Thanks for viewing. See y'all Saturday.